LBGT. What does that mean? It could mean life, guns, bacon, and Texas. Or maybe life, guns, bacon, and tomatoes. Oh my. But we got to work on that. They're taking over. They're indoctrinating our children, and we go for that. And it's thoughts while thinking, and these opinions are mine. And we got to talk about some of these guns. Well, we have them in the back window way back yonder, and all the pickups they running around town in the high school parking lots. Nobody got in trouble. Nobody shot anybody. It was all in good faith and freedom. We was exercising our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and there was no bad consequences coming from it. What happened? I don't know, but we're living in the lifestyle of Texas is probably the same as living in the lifestyle in any part of rural lifestyle in the country. And we're just not in the big city, and don't have those big city ways. And we life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and we enjoy our running around town and shopping and talking to our neighbors, and we enjoy our picnics and parties in the parks and other places, and that is what is freedom. That is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's not what happened in the big cities. It's led by the left-wing extremists. They're trying to take over, but we're holding out and we're making it work. And to be freed is merely not to cast off those chains, but it's also live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Now think about that. Are they doing that? No, they're not. We got to work on that. And freedom means you are unobstructed in living your life as you choose, and anything less than that is a form of slavery. Now think about that. And if I offend you by saying slavery, well, I don't care. That's the way it is. That's the way it goes. And if you are free to love, you're without an agenda. You're just free, and you got life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And life without liberty is like a body without a spirit. It's nothing. It's dead. It don't work. And the secret to happiness is freedom, and the secret to freedom is courage. And we've got to have the courage to get our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness back. And like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution says, we got to start living back under the Constitution and making it work. And we got to get back to capitalism that provided the greatest economy and lifestyle and life, liberty that the world has ever known. And we got to get back to it. We got to make it work. We got to do it. And they're giving a bad name to capitalism right now. They're trying to make you think that it don't work. And freedom is a control of your own life. We got to be in control of our own life, and we got to work it. And I appreciate you subscribing, because that gives me some freedom to my own life. Thank you. And freedom for everyone, whatever lifestyle they choose, as long as it's peaceful and honest. Now, the lifestyles that they're trying to push on you is not peaceful and it's not honest. So we got to look at that. We got to turn them around. And the funny thing about the Americans, they're the first in the world to adopt the weird lifestyles and radical views, but we're the most conservative people on earth. Now think about now what the rest of the world must be like right now. And we've got the responsibility of citizenship. And we've got to worry about our responsibilities and take that responsibility serious. And your rights end where my nose begins. Lincoln said that way back yonder, and it's true today. My dad used to tell me when I was a kid, your freedom ends where the other fellow's nose begins. And that's what I grew up looking at. And oh, my ways are the strange ways, and the new ways and the old ways, and the deep ways and the steep ways, and the high ways and the low ways. I'm going and I'm easy on the track that I do not know, and I'm restless and lost on the road that I do know. And that's where we are. We're lost on the road to freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're letting it slip away. We got to get it back. We got to make it work for us. And we got to get back under the Constitution and live under the rule of law, where nobody is above the law, and wherever good citizens contributed to the development of the community. And that's where we are, and we're not doing all that right now. We're all one-sided. And we got to get back to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and support that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And Martin Luther King says freedom voluntarily doesn't give up by the oppressor. We have to take it, and we gotta have to take it back, because they're not going to give it up easy. They're going to fight for it. And America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter, we will lose our freedom because we destroyed ourselves. That's what Abraham Lincoln said. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. And Reagan said that we're only one generation away from freedom and liberty and going into extinction. And the young people are saying that capitalism is a backward and a stupid system. Well, that was backward and stupid system brought about the greatest economy in life, liberty that the world has ever known. Now think about that. That's the way it is. And we got to get the pressures of the world off of our backs and go forward and get our Constitution back in freedom. And we got to remember that my freedom doesn't end where your fears begin. You can be afraid and offended all you want to, but that shouldn't affect my freedom. Now think about that. And the basis of life is freedom. If without the freedom, we don't have much of a life, and we just exist. And we gotta live life every day. We gotta live it, and we gotta live life like we mean it. And when we grow old, we don't necessarily go wise. We just get more cautious, and so we got to think about that for a little bit. And I'm so thankful that I had a childhood before this technology took over, because I know the roots of freedom and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I appreciate your signing up and subscribing. And this is Thoughts While Thinking, and I appreciate you watching. And it's adios amigos, and we'll see you on the flip side.